What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bearded Pitmaster. Today we got some St. Louis ribs we're going to throw on. Get the pit going right now. She's coming up to temp. Gonna be running around 275, and it's gonna be about a 5.5 hour cook. So not too long, not too bad. And these are one of my favorite things to cook. I don't know why. They're so easy, so satisfying. Real simple process: pulling the membrane, trimming them up, getting a little yellow mustard on there, and throwing some seasoning on there, a little rub. So yeah, guys, stick around. This is a good one, so you guys are gonna want to see this. All we're gonna do with these is kind of shape them up, make them look nice. And by no means are we doing a competition rib today. All we're doing is getting the membranes off, trim off this flap, kind of square it up, make it look nice, and then that's it. We're going to season them up, get them on the pit. So let's get this other one out. Now when I'm doing these to get the membrane off, all we're using is a piece of paper towel and either the back of a spoon or a butter knife. It's up to you. Real easy. So get underneath the membrane back here. Get your finger under it until you get it up. Keep working across. It's alright if it breaks. Just keep working. Not a big deal. Try to get your fingers back under it again. If not, you can take that butter knife. Go right back up under. Keep working it across. It's alright. Grab our paper towel here. Get this a little bit off the back first. Come on. There we go. Now I'm just going to grab this front section. I know it's probably going to come off in two pieces because it kind of split back here. That's fine. Not a big deal. We'll grab that now. This is definitely being a little more of a pain than she should. There we go. Really being stubborn. There we go. Okay. Easy, right? Alright, let's get this other one off real quick. Work it across. There we go. Grab that. You don't have to use a paper towel. It helps. Or you just grab it really nice and tight, rip it off. Alright. Now we're going to get this flap and this little bit of extra fat off. We're not going to do a whole lot of trimming. There's not a whole lot of trimming to be done here. So, start back here. Just like that. A little bit of this fat off. I'm not going to take a whole lot off. There we go. Alright, so now we have over here kind of like this extra piece of meat, and we're going to cut this off just to make it look uniform. Don't get rid of it. That's delicious. Still going to cook fine, still going to taste great. We're going to find, see, 1, 2 ribs in from the end. Looks like a good spot here. Find this third bone now. Make a good cut right across. Get that out of there. Now it's nice and uniform. Down here, it's got a little bit of extra flab. Get that right off. Like I said, we're not cooking for a competition, but we still want them to look nice. Flip them over. Look great. Really nothing to do here. We're going to trim up this next one, and then we'll get a binder on it, get some seasoning on it, and get her on the pit. You guys stick around. Alright guys, so here we are. We're going to get these things seasoned up now. Now, like I said, what we're using is some yellow mustard and real light coating. And then we're going to use some seasoning, some rub, house rub, and yeah, there you go. These over here. Now these are those ends we cut off. We're not getting rid of those. We're going to save those. Those are going to be delicious. All right. Just a little light drizzle. This is just a binder. All this is going to do is hold the rub on. It's not going to really add any flavor. It's not going to do anything like that. So I just want to get a good light coating of this. On both racks on the back here. It's salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, chipotle chili powder, and that's really about it. So, and just real light dusting of this. You don't have to go heavy. Do a nice light dusting on the back here. That's it. Nothing crazy. And you get the edges a little better. Make sure every bite is delicious, which it's gonna be. Alright. We're gonna get these flipped over. We're gonna do the same thing on the top. Do the same thing, just rub it around. Nothing heavy, just a nice light coat. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna get these seasoned up. Now this side you put as much as you want on. I like to go a little liberal sometimes with it. And so pat it in a little bit. That's it, they're ready to go on. Get the pit fired up at 275. We're gonna throw these bad boys on. We're gonna let them go for about 4 hours in the pit smoking. We're gonna spritz them every hour to hour and 15 or so. And we're gonna wrap them with a little bit of barbecue sauce. Get them back on the pit, meat side down. Finish them up for another hour. They're gonna be delicious. Tender, fall off the bone. Great. So you guys stick around, see what we're working with here soon. Alright guys, so pit's fired up, 275. We're gonna get these bad boys on. And yeah, here we go. Now, we're gonna put these on how we want them to cook. So I'm gonna get them nice and bunched up so all the meat stays nice and plump. Just like that. And these ends we're just gonna put on the pit there. No big deal. Let those go. Get this off. And yeah, guys stick around. We'll be checking them here in a little while. Alright guys, we're hitting the hour mark now with these St. Louis ribs. We're going to pop the hatch, check on them, probably give them a quick spritz. And all we got is 2 parts, 2-to-1 ratio of water to apple cider vinegar. That's it, real simple. Good shake. And check them out. Looking pretty good. And staying a little dry. Which is fine. We're gonna give them a little spritz, make sure they're staying nice and tender and juicy. Get a little moisture on. Nothing crazy, just a little spritz. Nice little moisture. You don't want to spray the seasoning off or anything like that. You're gonna get these little guys back here that we're playing with. Those are gonna be good. So we're getting some good color. We're only about the hour mark. Got a few more hours to go. And we'll be back. You guys stick around. Alright guys, we're at the 2-hour mark now. These St. Louis ribs. Some really good color. And spritz them down again. A little dry. Same thing, 2-to-1, water to apple cider vinegar. It's nice light. I don't want to drench them. Just nice. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna keep going. A few more hours of color, and then we'll wrap them. You guys stick around. Big thing, keeping a clean fire. Keep clean fire. See how there's really no smoke coming out of there? Because we're keeping a clean fire. Burning nice and clean. So we're gonna spritz them here in a minute, and yeah, guys stick around. Check them out here in a second. Alright guys, All right, the 3-hour mark for the ribs. I'm gonna pop this baby open, see what we got. We're gonna give her a spritz, most likely. Oh yeah. Great color. Looking real good. You see how that fat right there is rendering down nicely, along with over here. So a little dry, we're gonna give them a spritz. Nice and light. All right, I'm gonna let them go in another hour or so, and we'll get them wrapped up. Guys, stick around. Just checking the fire here. It's looking good. Burn it down a little bit. Throw another piece of wood on here. Now, some of you guys might be wondering why I have this piece here. It's just to pre-warm the wood so that when it goes on, it doesn't smolder or anything like that. I am wearing a fireman glove, so that's why I'm sticking my hand right in there. I really can't feel it, so it's nice and careful there. Gotta work those coals down. Make sure the fire's burning clean here. There we go. All right. Close this baby back up and let her keep doing her thing. Guys, stick around. Alright guys, here we are. We're at the 4-hour mark. I'm gonna pop the hatch, take a quick look. Should be time to wrap. It's usually when I wrap around 4, maybe 4.5, depending on how the pit's running that day. So let's go ahead and check them. Yeah, great color. It's crazy how 1 hour changes and it goes from that, you know, light red to a mahogany. It looks beautiful. We're gonna get these off and go inside, wrap them in some foil with a little bit of barbecue sauce, not a lot, just a little. Add a little moisture in there, and we'll wrap them meat side down. We'll get them back on, and yeah, gotta stick around. These are looking really good. All right, we got them inside. Got the foil down. We're gonna throw just a little bit of barbecue sauce down here. Spread it out. Not a whole lot. We're just adding a little bit of moisture. One more scoop. And that's it. Alright. And we're going meat side down. And that's it. So we're going to wrap it up. Two layers of foil. And then throw them back on the pit, meat side down. That's it. You know, if we were going for any kind of competition rib or something like that, you know, we're throwing down some brown sugar, some butter, honey, real sweet notes. But we're not. We're going down some savory. These would be delicious as home cooked ribs. You guys stick around. Alright guys, so we got them wrapped up. We're going to back on the pit here. Let them finish up. We're going to check in about an hour. You know, between an hour and a half. And yeah, guys, stick around. You're going to want to see this. Alright guys, so the ribs have been wrapped now for about an hour. So we're going to check in on them. And when we check in, we're looking for doneness by the bones. And I'll show you what I mean by that. We're not going by temperature or anything like that. We're going by doneness, pretty much, tenderness. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Another sign, I can feel how tender that is in there. Looking probably pretty good at this point. Yeah, so you guys see how we have some pullback here and they're starting to show through some of the bones. That's telling me these are getting pretty close, if not done. So let's be able to pick them up and just give them a little tug. And yeah, they're starting to tear. See right there. So well, I'm going to pull them off and let them rest now in the foil. And this rack is done. So we'll get these ones off and I'm going to check the other ones real quick. You guys stick with us. We'll show you the end result here in a minute. All right, guys, so we got them out of the foil on the cutting board. They rested probably about a half hour now. And we're not going to reglaze these and set the glaze or anything like that back on the pit. These are ready to go. So we're just going to flip them over. We're going to slice into them and see what we got. This knife's going through like butter. This one right here. Look at that smoke ring. Plenty of juice still. And it's definitely still got plenty of juice. So, it's right off the bone. Oh yeah. Plenty of flavor. You get that smoke. You get the flavor from the rub. Absolutely delicious. Definitely a recipe you guys gotta try. Real quick, all we did, took a St. Louis rack, trimmed it down, got the membrane off the back, threw a little mustard on it, threw some seasoning on it, got it on the pit at 275, let it go for about 4 hours, wrapped them, threw a little barbecue sauce in there for moisture, cooked them for another hour, pulled them off, let them rest for about a half hour, and that's what we got. That's good eating right there. If you guys like what you see, subscribe, hit that bell button, notifications, keep putting out some videos. Yeah, you guys stick around and there'll be more content.